So everyone I talk to knows that in order to grow a successful business online, content is going to play a huge role. But then the next thing they say is, but Justice, I don't know what I'm going to talk about, or I'm going to feel like a fraud if I do content online because I don't really have results yet. Or who the heck would want to listen to me, right? Little old me. Well, stick around because I'm going to share with you 5 fast and easy ways to create totally engagement-worthy content even if you are absolutely brand new and have 0 results. Plus, I've got an amazing resource I've created for you today. The 5 I'm going to share with you are the fastest, easiest in my opinion, but I've got a resource right below this video where you can grab a total of 21 incredible sources of great content ideas that you can apply right away in your business so that you never run out of content ideas again. All you got to do is go below this video, you can click that button, and if you're over on YouTube, you can head over to my blog and grab that incredible resource. Now, if you don't know me, my name's Justice Eagan, and I help home business owners create bigger, more leveraged results in their business by using the power of the internet so that you can create a business that you love, one that creates real time freedom. And if you're online and you're out there to create a business, you already know because you're watching this video that content plays a huge role. I mean, there's so many things it can do for you. It can create authority and credibility for you. I mean, it truly does that instantly. It can be a huge way to create, that compound effect in your business, that leverage over time. Every little piece of content you create, it's like grabbing your own little, spot of real estate on the internet, and that can mean a lot of leads, a lot of prospects, and a lot of sales over time in your business. Now, if you're wondering what I mean when I say content, like what qualifies by my definition, right? Well, I'm not talking about Facebook posts or posts on social media. I'm really talking about, blogs, videos, Facebook Lives, podcasts, consumable content where you really have an opportunity to bring something of value to your ideal prospect out there, your target audience, something that truly solves their problem. Now, when people come to me and they say, but Justice, who the heck would want to listen to me, right? Who am I? I'm going to be an imposter if I go out there and create content because I don't really have results. I want to share with you usually what I share with them, right? A little analogy that'll help you see things a little differently and help you understand that you can go out there and create content right now. I promise you, you are absolutely ready. Now, I want to ask you a question, right? Have you ever gone online, got the iPad out or a cookbook out and actually created a dish based on a recipe, based on someone else's recipe? Maybe, you were creating dinner for the family, or maybe you were, creating a dish to bring to a party, or maybe you were baking cookies or something for some bake sale. The bottom line is you got on there, you looked something up, you consumed that information, you turned around, you used it a little bit, and you created something great. I think everybody on here has either done that or you can relate to doing that. And my big question is, do you have a Culinary Institute of America certificate up in your kitchen, or have you, worked in a professional kitchen for 10 years? The answer is likely no, right? You are not a chef, but that did not stop you from, doing a little research, looking something up, using it, and then turning around and sharing that with other people. If somebody reached down and wanted to grab one of those cookies or wanted to eat that dish, you wouldn't knock the fork out of their hand or take the cookie away and go, you can't have that, right? You can't consume that because you don't understand. I'm not really a chef, right? All I did was look up this recipe and go, follow the instructions and cook this, right? So you just can't eat that and enjoy it. Of course you wouldn't do that. That's ridiculous. What if someone asked you for the recipe? If they said, hey, this was really good, would you mind giving me that recipe? Would you say, no, I can't pass that recipe forward to you. You don't understand. I'm not a chef. Would you do that? Would you feel like an imposter? Of course you wouldn't, right? And a lot of times creating content online is just like that. Most ideas out there are not, brand new original ideas. They're ideas people have learned from other people. They've applied in some way, or they've just consumed and understood and felt that information would be of value to people in their audience. And so, as we dive into the 5 ways that I'm going to share with you on how to create engagement-worthy content regardless of where you're at, I want you to really understand that you're capable of creating content right now. Plus, you can go down and grab that resource below where you can get the full 21 content ideas. So let's dive into these 5 ways so that you have some ideas as to how you can start going out there right away and creating great content that attracts the right people for your business so you can create more leads and sales. Number 1 is be the reporter. Reporters don't create the news, they report on the news. Very much like the analogy I gave you about cooking, a reporter goes out there and they find out what's happening, they consume information, they turn around and they share as the reporter. Now, one thing I want you to understand is it's super important that you're out there and you're authentically, sharing and not trying to misrepresent yourself. We don't have to go out there and act like we're making all this crazy money or we have these great results or we're some fitness guru or any of those things if we're not, right? All you have to do is share information that's interesting and valuable to your audience. So what you can do is you can say, hey, listen, I was on a webinar the other night and I learned this incredible social media tip, or I was at the gym the other day talking to a trainer and they taught me this amazing, fitness exercise, or maybe I was in a classroom the other day, or I was at a conference the other day and I learned this really incredible mindset or productivity strategy and I wanted to share it with you. I wanted to essentially report what I've learned, right? See how you can do that without being an imposter, without having to have huge results, without having to worry about, feeling like you're misrepresenting yourself and out of integrity. It's something that you can do quite easily. Now, number 2 is to conduct an interview. This is really an incredible way to create content because it's the other person that's creating the content for you. You're just getting set up and, asking the questions and really, creating whatever or setting up whatever medium through which this is going to be recorded. Think about a lot of the podcasts you listen to. A lot of them are interviews. Think about a lot of the lives you see on Facebook. A lot of them are interviews. And when you're doing interviews, you're really approaching content creation in an incredibly leveraged way. And the authority, the credibility that the interviewee has really does rub off on you, really does pass down to you in the marketplace, again, without you having to misrepresent yourself in any way, shape, or form. Number 3 is a book summary review. Especially in the network marketing and home business space, personal development, people are content consumers, right? So many in our space are into personal development, they're dying to learn. Think about how attracted we were to like Cliff Notes when we were kids, right? Everybody wants to get to the good stuff. And a lot of people have books they're reading. They have, books that are all the way back on the priority list, books that have been on their shelves forever that they'd love to know what some of the big takeaways are from those books. And that's exactly what you can do. Commit to your own learning, read a book, create a review on that book and share some of your biggest takeaways. That can be incredibly valuable to your marketplace, regardless of what that niche or marketplace is. Now, number 4 is a product, service, or software review. Now, these are really cool because the reality is when someone is looking for a review, they are literally ready to buy. They're just looking for a little bit of social proof, a second opinion, a little more information so that they can, logically convince themselves that this is a great purchase for them. So we call, review, like when people look for review online, that's really a buying phrase or a buying keyword. So doing a review of products, of services, or softwares is an incredible way for you to create incredibly valuable content without feeling like an imposter at all. And also, it's a great way if you're someone out there that's doing affiliate marketing or you want to make some extra, streams of income, maybe you even want to use just an Amazon affiliate link. It is a great way for you to set up different little affiliate connections on your website or below your videos that can earn you side income as you grow whatever your primary business is. Now, number 5, and the last of our ways to create engagement-worthy content that your audience is going to love, is to create a valuable resource list. And I'll give you an example. If you're in health and wellness, you could create a list of protein bars, like great protein bars, or maybe, you could create great travel destinations if you're in travel, or if you're, teaching online marketing, maybe it's, the best WordPress plugins, whatever it is, it's a list of incredible resources. And people love this stuff. This is super, super shareable content. Create a great list of resources and people will share. Again, for some people, it'll be an opportunity to create a secondary, side income through affiliate commissions, if there's a way that you can refer people into things that are on this list. Really, really powerful ways to create content. And, none of them, of course, are, fall under the category of, you having to act like you're somebody you're not or do anything that's, out of integrity. And the reality is these are relatively easy to create. You could go out there, let's say you want to create a resource list. You could go out there and create a list of great apps And how easy would it be for you to do that, and you'd immediately have content that people would absolutely love. It would draw people towards you. You'd definitely generate leads. You'd definitely generate more sales eventually, because the credibility and the authority that comes with you being the content creator is absolutely undeniable. So hope you got tons of value out of this. Remember, down below, okay, you can grab a resource, my 21 content ideas, right? I'm gonna add 16 more content ideas to the ones we went over and elaborate a little bit on the ones we talked about. Really valuable resource. It will put you in a place where you never run out of content ideas again. You'll be a content creating machine. Again, if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description that can take you over to my website so you can grab that. I highly recommend you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you see these videos when they come out and you find out about all the great new resources we're creating that can help you grow your business online. Looking forward to seeing you on the next video. I'll talk to you very soon.